Hello, my pretties. How are you? Happy October to you. And happy Tuesday. I hope Monday didn't rough you up too much, push you down, call you names. I hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by to click here. And I just wanted to say hi and come by and give you a reading, your sneak peek for the week. The sneak peek for the week usually comes out around Monday or Tuesday. On each week I do it. And here I am for you. It is for all of the signs. I'll spend about 5 or 6 minutes on each sign. I have marked everything in terms of your timestamps in the description. And that equates to you just being able to scroll the chapters. So you don't really even have to go into the description if you don't want to. Just scroll for what you need. All right, here we go. I read from Aries to Pisces. And here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, this is for your sneak peek for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Can you believe we're already in October, Aries? All right. Sneak peek for this week. What do we got going down for Aries? Temperance. Interesting. So healing, positive energy, trying to keep balance, trying to wait for the perfect moment. What are you waiting for? I feel as you're healing, you're waiting for a sign. An animal. Yep. We've got a bat. We've got an owl. Something's about to change. There's about to be something. I feel something ended in the past, only because this owl is in the past position, right? It's heading toward the past. I feel like in the past something ended, and I feel like it's time for something new to begin. But first, you need to get your balance. First, you need to wait for a sign. That's what it feels like. Ooh, there's your sign. Wow. Okay. There we go. The Wheel of Fortune comes out and says, look, it's time for change, Aries. Haven't you been sitting there long enough? It's time for change. It's time for you to move forward. Fortunate things are about to come to you in terms of your balance, in terms of your health, in terms of how you view the world and how you take in energy from other people. I feel like that you, in the Three of Cups here, are thinking about some sort of reunion or something that you want to take place in the near future. This could be the Three of Cups. It looks like more than two people. So it could be that there is a soul tribe or some really close-knit group of friends. Maybe this is a date. Maybe you are waiting for a sign to move forward to someone to ask them if you can take them out. I think you have emotions for someone here. Your someone could be a fixed sign. They could be Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius. They also could be Sagittarius, who is temperance. I feel that the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, and when it does, it moves into such a fortunate place in your life that you're never going back. Whatever it is that you are mourning the loss of in the past, I feel that you won't mourn that for very long. You're mourning an ending, I feel. And I don't know why I'm saying mourning, but I was saying that there is a mourning period here that has to take place between the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. There's healing here, and then we move forward. I feel as we move forward, there's healing. So I also feel that there's more healing to come yet, to come in this soul tribe or this date or this reunion. The healing is crowning the reading. So I feel that the ending you had also in the past, it was required that you have change. And if you weren't going to move forward, the universe was going to move you forward. Ready or not, here I come. That's what I hear when I see the Wheel of Fortune. It's like it's going to change whether you're ready or not. So you might as well decide to heal along the way, Aries. There we go. As I say, decide to heal. Here comes the star. It's the way it's been working. And I find that for me as a reader, that each time we go through a heavy-duty moon phase or a planetary change, that I feel like things get a little clearer, that I end up announcing the cards as they drop. The Ten of Swords tells me, yeah, you needed some healing time after an ending here. Now, I feel like this ending is something that's an illusion. It's something that's in your mind. It hurt. Absolutely, it hurt you. I'm not saying that it didn't, but what I'm saying is that maybe you think it's over. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't see the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you think it's over, but maybe the silence you're hearing, Aries, right now is actually healing. I feel like you're both healing. You're mirroring each other in your healing. That's what I feel. This is the card of Aquarius, by the way. I feel like you've been stuck in this healing position for a little while. It's kind of brought you to your knees, and it was because of an ending. There was an ending here, some sort of an ending. A cycle ended, and it was a really hard cycle to end, and I feel like it kind of brought you to your knees. Yeah. But there's a reason for it. It's time to go. Yeah, the universe is opening up a path for you. We've got a very short reading here, and we're looking at 4 major arcana out of the 6 cards. There's lots of change here this week. This week is going to be a lot of change, but I feel like it's change for the good. I feel like it's change because you're healing. I also feel like it's change because you are connected to someone in a way that you are not connected to anyone else. I think it's this person. I think it's the person that you're thinking about when we look at the 3 of Cups, the reunion, the +1, can I take you out? I feel like it's your time. The time is now. This is divine timing. It's time for change. And I feel like you've been waiting to do that. You've been waiting for the change and wondering, how is this all going to work out? Well, the universe is saying, look, Aries, here you are. You're on the golden path. You sure are. What a beautiful card. In the back of your mind, you're wondering why you're doing it. You're wondering why am I doing it? I see this little dog biting his ankle. Like, are you sure you want to do that? I'm trying to save your life. You might go over the edge. I feel like you've been manifesting it, honestly. I feel like you've been manifesting this new beginning. This new beginning that may start with some sort of a reunion coming up in the future here. You're going to go even though you're not sure if this other person feels the way you do. And I feel that the way you feel is that this person may be a deeper connection than a connection that you've had romantically to anyone else, Aries. And I feel like the 6 of Cups tells me that, yeah, I don't know if this person feels the same way I do. I don't know if they think I'm their soulmate. I don't know if they feel this connection, but I'm going anyway. Because the universe is providing a way, giving me signs, pushing me forward. It's time for you to move forward here. Knight of Swords, it's time to go. And I feel that there is a word of caution here, is to not move too fast. If you move too fast, I feel like you're going to forget something. I feel like, yeah, somebody's patting their pockets and looking for their keys and their watch and their phone and, trying, because it's like a moment's notice. It's like you decide on the drop of a dime that you're going to go. So please make sure that you're a little bit prepared. We have the 5 of Pentacles. I no longer want this silence anymore. It's time for us to reconnect. It's time to start building this prosperity, building this abundance. It's time to look back at it and take another shot. Maybe it looked like the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. Maybe you blocked this person. Maybe they had you blocked. Maybe it's time for you all to unblock yourselves. And it's time to move forward. The Page of Wands is bringing good news, is receiving good news, but it's also someone who is very young. We're looking at Page of Wands here, which is passion. Someone who isn't really... I feel, Aries, that you're someone who hasn't dated a lot. That maybe you come from this ending here, and possibly this ending was from a marriage or a committed relationship. Like, it feels like you've been off the market for a while. That's what it feels like. Yeah, you were in some sort of committed relationship. I feel like it's time for you to reconnect, and I don't think you're going to think about it when it's time to go. I feel as though you've been feeling young and flirty and risky, and that you're going to go anyway, and I think that's connected to the Fool energy here. There we go. A major chapter has ended in your life. Maybe this week you get word about the divorce, about the house being sold, about, finally having our assets split, and everything is, working out the way you want it to, but you're not going back. So it feels like a very permanent change. Something has come to an end in your life, and I believe it's a karmic relationship, and I believe that there's karmic lessons to be learned here. But understand that I feel as though this ending is what is taking you to the Empress. So I feel like you see the worth in someone. You see their worth. You see someone possibly who is Taurus or Libra, doesn't have to be. This person is someone that you've watched glow up. This is someone that you've been thinking about. This person is someone who is actually alone, probably single, but loves to dote, loves to be in a family way. She is a mother. I say she because there's a female on the card, but we're not dealing in body parts here. We're dealing in energy, right? Masculine and feminine energy. And I feel like it's time to have a conversation. You've been watching this person for too long, Page of Swords, and it's time to have a conversation. I think this is the week that you tell somebody, I don't want to fight anymore. It's been intense. My heart's broken. 3 Swords. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we just do this? Yeah, because I'm not going back. I'm not going back to the other relationship. And this person, there could be an age difference, and that could be part of the reason why, Aries, you haven't gone forward yet. The Page of Wands could be an age difference. But I feel like it's time to reconnect. It's time to stop the blocking, stop stalking, and start talking, right? It's time for you two to have a reunion. All right, Taurus, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My bull gang, I am your bully sister. It is Elsie, and I am here to do your reading, your Taurus sister. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Taurus. Taurus. Sneak peek for this week. Taurus. Queen of Wands. Well, you're looking good, Taurus. You're looking good. I feel like you're taking action on the things that you need to. For some of you, you're a business owner. You mind your own business, literally and figuratively. I feel like you are, Taurus, someone who kind of colors outside the lines. You could have fire in your moon or your rising. I feel like you're someone who doesn't really listen to authority. You don't like authority. You feel you are the authority. You'll color outside the lines and you don't care who's watching. Yeah, you don't mind that people see your process. I feel that you feel somebody has lied to you. We have the 7 of Swords here. That there's something that someone either tried to get away with, that you wished you could have spoken to them. I feel like it feels like it caused a lot of terrible things. Yeah. It feels like it caused a lot of terrible things to go on in the mind. The 7 of Swords is so cryptic when we look at it. It's got 2 swords facing down. For me, that is, I don't want to make a decision. Somebody is also leaving a decision behind, moving forward and not making the decision. We have 4 swords in the quiver here, and that tells me that there's definitely some healing that needs to take place, but we've got a sword going across here, and I feel like because it's above the heart and close to the mind, that there is things on your mind that you want to talk about. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's time to unblock this person. It's time for them to unblock you. Oh, and we just got that card actually in the Aries reading. So scroll back if you're dealing with an Aries. But I feel like it's time for us to stop the disconnection, to start to reconnect, to start to build this abundance or look at this more abundantly than we have in the past. The Queen of Wands energy, I feel, might be yours because it is an energy of being quite regal, and I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's kind of bossed up in their energy. You might be a Queen of Wands and also a High Priestess. You might be someone who's a tarot reader, a psychic, someone who reads runes, or has dedicated your life to helping others. In terms of bringing in messages of what the universe might say. This is also quiet. This is also, I'm not saying anything. So I feel like there really is silence between you and another person, Taurus. We have the 10 of Cups. I feel like you're doing okay. I feel like if you've got a business, you're managing your business. I feel like you are not completely and totally heartbroken that you're alone at this time, or that you're not with this person. I feel you've healed from the swords. And I also feel like you're just carrying on with life. You're carrying on with life, 10 of Cups. You're emotionally happy at this time. I feel as though you have children or a child that you're also focused on. You're focused on your business. You're focused on your healing. You're focused on your intuition. You're no longer making willy-nilly moves. Yeah. I want to say willy-nilly. I don't know why. I feel like you're no longer making really quick moves. You're thinking about it quietly, silently, using your intuition. I think your intuition's telling you that somebody is going to unblock you, or that now is the time to unblock the person who you feel maybe has lied to you, or maybe if they haven't lied, they've been not necessarily telling you the truth. And those really are two different things, right? We have the 7 of Swords next to the 10 of Cups here, which tells me that probably this person's been lying about how they feel, that they see you as someone who is, psychic and helpful to others and connected to the universe. This person hasn't been saying how they feel about you, which I feel is the 10 of Cups. They want to give you reciprocity. It's been very quiet for a while, and this person thinks that because it's been quiet for a while that things are hanging in the balance now. We're not really sure what to do here. We're going to weigh our odds, and 4 pentacles across the top is what I'm looking at, is the indication that things have been silent, and then the 2 of Pentacles. Right? What you want really is reciprocity, but I feel like it's been silent for a while, and you're trying to make the decision about what to do here. How do we weigh this out? How does this work here for us? I feel like you're worried or scared or have doubt about this union, this reunion, I feel. And I feel like you want to have reciprocity, possibly with a Capricorn. It could be, but we also have Pisces here. We also have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So I feel like there's to be a reunion, but I think what's standing between your reciprocity and the reunion is this devil energy. It's fear, it's doubt, it's I'm not enough. And also I feel, as I look at the devil energy here, that you feel you have a connection or an attachment of this person, or this person's attached to you, and that's why we've got the 3 of Cups. That there has to be a reunion because we cannot break this attachment. I don't think it's toxic. I feel like it's full of fear and doubt. And is this person really going to want me if I come back? Or if they come back, will I tell them yes? 6 of Wands, this person's coming back looking pretty good. They've been through a lot of stuff while they've been away, Taurus. And the 6 of Wands is about people cheering them on. They come back from the war or the fight, and they're still looking pretty good up on this high horse here. This could mean a little bit of ego as well. Somebody's on their high horse. That's what it feels like. Higher than the people, which tells me something about them. So they could be coming in with a little bit of ego, Taurus. It was an unrequited love situation. So Taurus, you offered a cup and they didn't take it, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates for you. We've got the Lovers. Your lover did not take the cup, but you still know, a knowing, Pisces, you still know that this person's coming forward. You don't know why you know, but you know. But you can't not feel because there's an attachment. You can't not feel all of this going on. I feel like you're right. The sun wouldn't show up beside the Lovers if you weren't right. I feel like this unrequited love is about to come forward. I feel like somebody wants to be seen. For Leo, all the world is a stage. I don't care if there's a spotlight on me. I'm just going to do it. I'm bold. I'm brave. I'm moving forward. And someone here is bold and brave and moving forward in love. Someone is going to, Taurus, I feel it's you, going to have a choice between lovers. You might be seeing someone now, or perhaps you have your eye on someone else. But I feel like the person who did not return your cup of love is the person who's coming in for you, Taurus. And it's good news, because it's time for us to have no more regrets. Yeah, the Page of Wands is good news. It's good. It's good news. It's the good news is I'm not going to plan any of this. I'm just going to take things as they come. There could be an age difference here between you and your person. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Is, you know, it's things are about to kick off. You're no longer going to be bored, Taurus. I feel like somebody's coming in with Sagittarian energy that is very exciting, and it almost feels like this person is exciting and passionate, but I also feel like they're a little bit of competition. I feel like you like the competition that this person brings. And I don't feel that in a nefarious way. I don't feel like it's bad competition. I feel I feel like it's passionate competition. Yeah. That this person doesn't mind being in competition for your passion. They're coming in as Leo, bold and brave, and they're coming in to show themselves to you. Yeah, they want you to see them now. After this time, I feel that it's been really silent, and that, you know, from the time that you decided to unblock them, maybe you haven't yet, but they, I think, are about to unblock you. And I feel as though things are, yeah, you two are you're gonna move forward, because now it's time to drop the burdens, right? And after the 10, what comes then? The Ace. And the Magician is holding the Ace. The Magician's holding the Ace, indicating that this is an energy from above. Yeah, you've manifested this. Whoever the person is that you've manifested, that is the person that's coming toward you. You've been healing, they've been healing, Taurus, and there is deep love here. You two share love. Could be the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the soulmate to the Queen of Wands. Just saying, this week. All right, Gemini. Here we go, Gemini. This is your sneak peek for this week. Happy October, Gemini. Hope you are well. Here we go. My lovely cerebral friends. Gemini. This is your sneak peek for the week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The Chariot's in reverse. Why is that? Ah, the King of Swords is here. Okay. Gemini, you're kind of stuck. It feels like you're stuck. You're stuck in a place where that it is very cerebral for you. Very, and I say stuck because the King of Swords, Aquarius energy, I feel like this fixed sign and the Chariot being resistant to change. Not necessarily, not a fixed sign, but resistant to change, resistant to show emotions as well. And I feel like there is a disconnect here of emotions, that you left someplace. You're looking over your shoulder into the future, wondering if you have enough emotional energy to move forward. I feel like you've just disconnected from people, places, things, emotional situations. I feel like you take time by yourself to speak to the universe, or to meditate, or to balance yourself. The Chariot says it's not time to go. You could be having car trouble, right? That could be one of the things the universe is throwing at you. I feel like you've made a decision about something here. And we've got the 8 of Cups. Disconnection. I'm not going back there. It's not going to be this way the next time. I didn't want to settle. Yeah, the 8 of Cups is settling. You know there's 2 other cups out there. You know you can have the 10 cups. And so you realize that it's time to go. I don't know where you're going from, but I feel like the King of Swords tells us that it could possibly be something that is of a legal concern. Maybe the reason that you couldn't go right away and disconnect emotionally is because you were in a legal battle of some sort. The King of Swords is the one that has the last word. For me, a lawyer, a magistrate, a judge, someone who speaks up on behalf of others. And so I feel like you were in some sort of a legal battle, and so you couldn't move forward. You had to detach emotionally. I feel like you had to put away your heart and act without emotion, that you had to bring in your Gemini energy and act logically. Yeah, making the decisions that are best for all and not necessarily just for you. Well, look at that. So we have a Queen of Swords. I feel like it's that you're dealing in some sort of a breakup or divorce. Justice. My gosh, that's a divorce. Yes. Yep. Because the Justice card. Let me take a look here. Yeah, one sword over the shoulder, 2, 3, heartbreak. Yeah. And the Queen has her back to the King. So I feel like you've gone through some sort of a divorce that was really hard. I feel like you thought you were going to be in this relationship forever because this person seemed to mirror you. They seemed to be someone who was fairly balanced. I don't think you realized how unbalanced they were. And when it came time for things to move forward for you to get your justice or for this legal thing, I feel like it feels like a divorce. Because of the Queen of Swords, that I feel that this person came out wielding their sword, that they put away their heart and it felt like they no longer liked you even, that they started being really harsh with you and playing a hardball. I feel like you didn't expect it, but it was always lurking. You might have ignored it. And it puts you directly behind the fear wall. So what's going on this week then? Why are you telling us this story? So I feel this week you're the Chariot in reverse. You're not going anywhere. There's no victory to be had here until we can get the legal stuff worked out, until you can get, I feel like if there is a feminine and masculine, that there could be children. It might be custody. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Sorry, just listening. Oh, other people are going to see the Queen for who she is. Yeah, because you're coming out from behind the fear wall. This person is literally walking out in front of that last wand, right? And I feel like you're coming out from behind the fear wall, and you can, because this person, I don't know if it's a she or he, so masculine or feminine, whoever represents the Queen of Swords, people are starting to see them for who they are. Yeah, it's getting clearer and clearer and clearer. And that's allowed you to come out from behind the fear wall, because I think that this person tried to assassinate your character, and that you just went and hid behind the fear wall because you don't play that game. No, you weren't striking back with your sword. You just hired a lawyer, and it's time for us to be done here. But in order to make the decisions, the hard decisions that you do, you had to disconnect from yourself, 8 of Cups. And you had to disconnect from others as well. King of Cups is in reverse, overly emotional, not in control of emotions, outbursts, emotional outbursts. And that is something you did in private, I feel. But I feel like you're going to get back out there. That's what it feels like. It feels like you've come from a really rocky place. But this week I feel like you are healing. Yeah, it's all about the healing. 2, 3, 4. 5, because of the intensity of the arguments and the fighting, and you had to disconnect emotionally in order to be able to fight off the Queen of Swords, I feel. I feel like you are trying to make a decision to get back out there, maybe find a soul tribe, people who are like-minded. I feel like you are trying to control your emotions, but it's been really hard because all these decisions have been really tough. What I think is coming up for you this week, Gemini, is healing. I feel that you come to a conclusion or have an epiphany about whatever it is that needs to be healed. I think you realize what needs to be healed. And honestly, I think it has to be emotional, because the King of Cups is in the reverse and the 8 of Cups is here. I feel like there's disconnection, but there's also you having your emotions are up and down and up and down. I feel like you are making a decision, or you have an epiphany about what to do to heal, that you maybe find psychological helps, psychological or, psychology or psychiatry is what I was going to say. And there's the teacher, right? Yeah, the Hermit is not only someone who's finding their light, but once they find their light, they will share it. The Hermit, I feel like this week is your week to be in in hermit mode, in self-preservation mode. I feel it's because of your emotions. You're feeling detached. There's a lot of stuff that's getting really intense in terms of legal stuff for some of you. Gosh, very specific. It's not going to be for all of you. Yeah, there's more healing that needs to be done here until this cycle comes to an end. And when it does, I feel like you're going to come out of this financially stable. I feel like you still have custody of the child because you come up as a father, and I feel, or father or mother, right? Feminine or masculine, but I feel like what ends is you having to share your abundance with somebody else. It feels like a separation is going into divorce. That's what it feels like. So I feel like this week, what's going to happen is you need to heal. Yeah. It's time to come out of this energy here, right? Can we even see that? It's kind of glaring. There we go. I love this depiction because that's exactly what it is. It's not really heartbreak. It's disappointment of the mind. Things that have come up that have been disappointing, that have given you, maybe you're rethinking or overthinking communications, conversations that were unkind between you and your person. There's a pool, which I believe for me, I feel is a pool of tears at the bottom here. So that goes along with the emotional overwhelm here. So I feel like you are the ticket for the day for you for this week. I feel, Gemini, is that you really do have to heal. Yeah, it's healing. Okay, Cancer, here we are. Happy October, Cancer. Here we are, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me, Cancer, what's up? The Knight of Cups is in the reverse. We have the Strength card in the upright and the Five of Cups in the reverse. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay. It feels like unrequited love. It feels like you're about to or have told someone that you're not interested in their cup. The Four of Wands tells me that there was a bit of stability between you and another here, and that it's really taken you a lot of courage to, if for some of you, you haven't said it yet, but for others of you, you've already said it, and you're not having any regrets about it. I feel like you no longer want to offer this cup. You may have offered a cup at the beginning, and it feels like, the Knights are messengers. I feel like there's no longer emotional messages, that maybe you two are not in very good communication, and that might be because the Four of Wands is in the reverse. Knight of Swords. I feel like you're just going to cut this person away, and that I feel like, Cancer, it feels like you're going to distance this person, and you're not really going to say anything. And I feel like you're going to distance this person, like, effective immediately. That's what it feels like. And you're not going to have any regrets about it. The Knight of Swords is telling me that you're going to do it quickly. It's going to be swift and quick. And I feel like you just maybe don't have any emotion left for this connection. Maybe you feel like this person's not returning your affections, and that could be why you're leaving as well. The Strength card, right? It's all about finding courage, taming the lion, right? Being Leo, being seen, getting out there and being seen, running towards the action. Yeah, you're trying to find the courage to tell somebody that you're no longer interested, I feel. King of Wands. Because I think you're interested in someone else. Yeah, the King of Wands will go in for the passion first. I feel like you're having passionate times with another person. I don't feel like this is marriage or anything that is any committed relationship, but I feel like maybe it's, you were dating somebody, and at the beginning you gave them the cup, and I don't know, maybe if this person didn't really return all of the emotion that you gave them, or maybe you aren't willing to give them emotion anymore. But I feel like this week is the week that you move on to your next person, that you cut this other person out, Four of Wands in reverse, and that you really don't care how they feel about it, really. That's what it feels like. Five of Swords. Intense. There is an ending here that's going to break somebody's heart. There is 3 swords sticking in that pumpkin there, and then we have 2 over the shoulder. Somebody doesn't want to say so. Somebody doesn't want to do it, but they know that they have to, because I feel like there's somebody else in the distance. Somebody else that the King of Wands has his eye on. That's what it feels like. 7 of Wands. going to stand my ground. This person is not going to like what I have to say to them. No regrets. I don't care. I don't care if they don't like it. I'm just going to tell them as it is, and I'm going to stand my ground. It might be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. And so I feel like you're standing your ground on the rules. It's like you've got life rules, and you've made rules for yourself not to fall in love. And I feel like that the Knight of Cups is either the feeling of, I'm falling in love and I don't want to do that. You don't want a relationship, I feel. And I also feel as though it takes courage to speak that out loud. I feel like this person's really not going to like what you have to say to them. Yeah, you want to be single. You've been thinking it. You've been thinking it over and over, I feel, that you're not interested in having a relationship and it is time to go. And you've been feeling like it's time to go for a while now. I feel like the king has his eye on another shiny thing. That's what it feels like. And I'm not saying that in a terrible way. I mean, y'all, that's how we find out who our person is. We go from relationship to relationship. For all we know, this could be a karmic relationship. And Cancer, who's very intuitive, could feel that in their gut. And maybe they're just not in love, or maybe they start to fall in love. Cancer, maybe you start to fall in love and you don't like that feeling. The Wheel of Fortune is here, saying that things are going to be fortunate in the future for you. It's time. You're getting signs and signals from the universe that it's time to move on. And you've been overthinking it or thinking about it for a really long time. But ultimately, the Nine of Pentacles is, I don't want to share my stuff with you. I don't want to share my abundance with you. I want to be single. I like running my business, and I don't like being told what to do. Nine of Swords tells me that we're just about to end a cycle here and a chapter. So ending a cycle is, I stop talking to that person. Ending a chapter is, we're done. I'm blocking you. I don't want you in my life anymore. Closing the door. You could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. Doesn't have to be, but this is, I'm not going back. There we go. And you cause a tower. I don't feel like this is something that's easy for you. It doesn't feel like it's something that's easy for you. Tell me what this tower is. Because we've got the World and the Tower. We've got a tower. When you close this chapter, the universe comes in and says, yo, what's up? Got the Seven of Swords. There are two masculines falling out of this tower. Right there. You can see there's two masculines falling out of the tower here, it looks like. They could be feminine or masculine, right? And that could be the reason. You could have the sense that maybe your person is someone who's got an eye on a shinier thing. That there might be two masculines involved here. So we have the Seven of Swords, and maybe it's somebody realizes the lie. Somebody realizes that they've been acting in a way that they didn't want to act, or don't usually act, because they didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I don't want to really work with this anymore. I'm not really putting any more effort or energy into this connection. It's time to work on me. I need to keep track of me. I think that's the lie. I feel like somebody is not happy with you and gives you harsh words. I feel that eventually it does balance itself out. We've got Sagittarian energy here now. And the thing is that I feel like this person is your soulmate. I feel like you two have a connection, that you've been following each other around for lifetimes. Yeah. I feel like this person gave a lot to you, and you're grateful for it, but that you think it should stay at a friendship. I'm telling you, if you're just going to block them, it doesn't sound like a friendship to me. We've got the Five of Wands. You still fight with yourself about it. Yeah. I think this person got too close, and you're not a person who wants to be in a relationship or feels you're not worthy of a relationship, whatever way you want to take that. And I feel that you move forward without this person. Yeah. But you take a no regrets attitude about it. This no regrets attitude is like, meh, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. All right. We've got Leo. Leo, this is your sneak peek for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy October to you, Leo. Leo. Leo, we've got justice. What are you getting justice in? Looks like some balance, perhaps. After some healing. Oh, and you've come to a consensus. You've come to an idea, an epiphany. You've been looking over the situation for so long that I feel like you found your answer. And I feel like your answer is giving you great balance. And the reason you've got great balance and the reason you're able to get this answer is because of the healing. So when I talk about, healing before you go to the next relationship, this is why. Because when you heal, when you're by yourself and you're not really talking to anyone, I feel like you get your balance. There was arguments and fighting. I feel like that's not who you are, Leo. You're not the person who is interested in altercations. No, you'd rather go. You're not interested in that, but I feel as though that what you're getting balance in is some sort of idea, some sort of an epiphany. Let's find out what we're talking about here. You're going to talk about it. Okay, you're going to get some clarity. I feel like there's been a situation here that's been really hard for you to make a decision. Based on the information that you didn't have and the fact that you weren't healed, it was really hard for you to decide to move forward or speak to someone about the situation. We have 4, 5, 6 swords on the table here, which tells me you just want to move on. And in order to move on and drop your burdens, you're going to need to get some clarity, and that's your epiphany. I need to talk to this person, and you know what? They may walk out of my life anyway. So I'm just going to be plain and honest, wielding the sword of truth. Right? And getting everything that you need out of this conversation so you can drop your burdens and have actual balance and be able to move on here. It was in some sort of a partnership, and this partnership could be business, could be a mixture of business and love, but I feel like you felt you were doing all the heavy lifting in the partnership. You were the one doing all the work and everyone else was watching on. I don't think this grew very quickly. Like it feels like it's been years, and there isn't anything that really grew here. And conversation about a partnership. I need to drop my burdens. I don't want to be regretful anymore. I want a long-term relationship. So I feel like the Ace of Swords is the communication from someone or with someone where you decide that you are going to cut them out if they don't want the long-term relationship. I feel like you're tired of the short stints. You're tired of the short-term relationships, and you're looking for a long-term relationship. And you're not going to feel regretful about that. You have been in relationships before, Leo, where you were the person who was the bringer of things, the one who was most romantic, the one who never forgot the birthdays and the anniversaries, and the other person just wasn't. They just weren't as emotional as you are. Boy, the World card is coming out a lot. And I really do believe it's because retrograde, or Mercury, has gone back direct now. And although we're still in the shadow for a couple of weeks here, Leo, I feel like I've seen this card 3 times already today. And this is only my 5th reading today. So I've seen it a lot today. Yeah, for sure. I feel like what you want to bring to an end is short-term relationships. Is that if you can't speak to me and give me your honesty, then we're just going to close the door, and that's your epiphany. What happens in the future? 6 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like the relationship is over, if that's what we're talking about. The friendship, it could be a friendship as well. 6 of Cups is someone that you've known a long time, and the friendship is just over, and I have to have the courage to end it because I'm in love with someone else. I feel that you have emotions either for this person that you're closing the door on, or going into the future, you have decided that you need reciprocity and you're not going to find it with this person. You know that there is love in the future, And although you're not ready to give your cup just yet, you're ready to find someone in friendship, someone who will give you reciprocity, teach you things, you'll teach them things. I feel like you just want to be amongst people, and that maybe you're just not necessarily looking for love at this time, but you are looking for a future. And I feel like the universe is telling you the time is now. The time is now for great change. For great change in your regular traditional ways that you usually are moving about in the world here. I feel like we're saying that either someone decides that maybe they're not religious anymore, maybe they're more spiritual, maybe they're atheist or agnostic, but it could be that the Tower comes down and makes you realize that, you know, structure maybe isn't the thing that is for you. There we go. Yeah, Hermit, you're finding yourself. So I think somebody here has realized that they need to find themselves. They need to find their light. They need to go into self-preservation mode, and, you know, so no one's around watching what happens. I think that's the upheaval or the Tower energy here. Tell me more about that. Yeah. There's an ending. So I feel like you've decided to end something with someone. It could be legal, doesn't have to be. There could be legal things attached to it. But I feel as though you don't get the answers that you want, and then you cut someone out. So you go at it in a very logical way, and this person's not able to provide for you what you want in terms of answers. And I feel that you just move along. Yep. It's time to go. All right, Virgo, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Virgo, this is your sneak peek for this week. How are you, Virgo? Happy October. I hope you are well. All right. Virgo, what's coming up for you this week, Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Virgo, what's coming up for Virgo? I'm no longer emotionally invested here. I'm no longer emotionally invested here, and it feels like it's a realization. It's a really quick realization. And I don't mean that you came to this idea quickly. I feel like it's been there for a while. It's been lingering and hanging there. That you're no longer in love. You're no longer want to make good on the Ace of Cups energy. You're no longer pouring into the cup. In fact, it's pouring out. And I feel like you become single. I feel like it seems like it happens really quick. And oh, you didn't realize you could be this abundant on your own. Yeah. You didn't realize that you could do it all on your own. That you could run the business on your own. That you could bring in the money by yourself. Seven Pentacles. You had to wait to go. You have to wait for this thing to end. You're no longer in love. You're no longer topping up this Ace of Cups. And I feel like you're just chomping at the bit to go. You've had to wait. And I don't think you want to wait anymore. I feel like in the meantime, it's probably good to plant whatever seeds of intention that you have so you can build a future if this is not where you are just yet, abundant and single. But I feel like that when whatever it is that you're leaving this unrequited love situation, so either you're no longer in love or they are, I feel like the Death card is telling me that a chapter ends or something closes, something ends so something else can begin, and I feel what begins is your independence. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. We're no longer investing here. I don't have any energy or reason to invest here, and this isn't moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Sorry, just looking. Yeah, it feels like the trees are dead. I'm just seeing here like the trees around here are dead. And Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's a stalemate. We're not going anywhere. We're no longer looking over the details. We're no longer moving forward. Yeah. And your new path opens. Wow. Three of Wands. It's time to go. Three of Wands is in the reverse. It's time to go. Because I'm looking better, feeling better than I ever have. You've had a glow up here, Virgo. I feel like you're beautiful. I feel like you're taking care of yourself. Finally, I feel like you decide that you are the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that you're not going to let anyone ever tell you what to do again. You're going to color outside the lines when you want to. You're going to run at the fire when you want to, and with everything else you're going to manifest. I feel like you're the person who's bossed up now. You're the boss. It feels like you might have been in a cumbersome relationship, and one where you couldn't be yourself, or where you felt like you couldn't be yourself. And let's be real, like, I don't know, all moms go through it, right? Where we end up giving so much of ourselves that we have nothing left for ourselves. And then all of a sudden we decide it's time to take care of us. And that changes our whole view on life. I feel you're still attached to the situation. And that could be because of children. It's a really toxic connection, though. I feel like you're trying to keep your back to it. You're trying to ignore the person that you had built this life with. I feel like you feel that either you shouldn't turn your back on them, or that you are turning your back on them, that you just don't want to have the communication with them anymore. That you'll do it if you have to because of the children, but unfortunately you are attached to this person for the rest of your life because of the kids, right? And then we have the Hierophant, yeah. So the Queen, I feel, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then we have the Hierophant. There's an attachment because you two were married. Five of Wands in the reverse. No more competition. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not fighting myself. I'm not fighting with you. I decided to accept myself. I decided to accept who I am. And accept that there's going to be competition in the world, and it is what it is. But this person, I feel you are very, very quiet about what's going on here. I feel like you have an agenda of what you want to do. I don't mean that word in any nefarious way, agenda. I feel like you know what you want, and you're not telling anybody what you want, but you're making peace with you. And you're making peace with you so you can have the happiness that you need in order to move forward. Unfortunately, this intensity or arguments or fighting or right fighting keeps seeping in because you still have an attachment to the situation. Whether that's emotional or whether it's legal, you still have an attachment to the situation. You no longer want to be bored in this situation. It's time to wield that sword and cut someone out. Two of Wands is in the reverse. I can't go to a crossroads right now. I can't make a decision by myself, but I gotta wait until the situation is over. Knight of Wands. So I feel like what's coming towards you really quickly is justice. And so justice and the Hierophant for me is divorce. So I feel like you are waiting for a divorce to become final so you can wield this sword and cut somebody out of your life. I think that's going to happen this week. Libra, how are you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, this is your sneak peek for this week. How are you, Libra? I hope you're well. Gosh, this thing here, it's making me crazy. Here we go, Libra. Libra, about the details, right? That's you. That's you. You've got a sharp eye. And you've got a sharp eye, and that usually works out for you in terms of sensing the emotions of someone else and balancing out the energy in a room. The King of Swords. Yeah, speaking up. I feel like you're the person who is the peacekeeper or the one who speaks up on behalf of others. And there could be some legal stuff going on here. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. We've got the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground on something you said. I'm not going there. I'm not leaving. I'm not going. I'm not going back to the crossroads. Feeling defensive about other people's opinions. But you're the authority here. Whatever it is that we're talking about here, you're the one that knows best. The King of Swords, right? You're the one that knows best. You're the authority. So I feel like you will have the last word, but you will have a word that is best for everyone involved. And until then, you're not making a choice and not moving forward. Until then, you're standing your ground on whatever it is that you are, the point that you're trying to make, the truth that you're trying to bring forward here. I'm not wrong. That's what Charlie just said. I'm not wrong. So the King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There you are, Libra. We've got justice. We've brought balance and courage into the situation. Strength. Taming the lion. People are watching you gain in courage this week, I feel. People are watching you, the justice coming up with the strength card tells me that they're watching you tame the lion, like using your balance, using your Libra-ness to bring balance to a situation that could be legal in nature, doesn't have to be, but bring balance to a situation where you're kind of standing on a point. Something that you said, something that you said to someone, you're standing on a point, you're not backing down. But I feel as though what you need is for someone to back you up. And I think that you want the law to back you up, or whatever this justice card means. Getting balance, something legal possibly. There might be something that is going to be... maybe you have to have courage because you're waiting for something that's going on in the courts. I feel like it's in your favor that this change is supposed to take place, and it's also supposed to be long and drawn out like this for purposes of teaching you a lesson. Whatever that lesson might be for each of you, it'll be different, of course. Page of Swords. Until then, you just sit back and watch. I feel like there's communication that's coming. Or someone needs to communicate with you about heartbreak. 1, 2, 3 swords. Not sure how I feel about the heartbreak. Either you want to communicate with someone or you want them to communicate with you. We have Libra, we have Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. High Priestess. You might be connecting with someone subliminally or psychically. Trying to find the courage to watch for the signs, to obey the signs so you can move forward. I feel like the universe throws you this Wheel of Fortune card because you're stuck. And I feel like you're stuck because of all the swords energy and the Two of Wands coming up in the reverse. I can't make a decision. I can't make a decision to move forward into this legal thing. I got to hold my ground on whatever I said. Some of you, it could be a court case you're dealing in. But the High Priestess here is, I know that things are going to move forward and things are going to be better in the future. I feel like the Page of Swords is, people are watching. I have to be careful with what I say, what I do. People are watching, and that's why you're standing on your point. It's like you have to make sure that your story is the same all the time. It feels legal. It feels like something is legal, or someone is really trying to question you on the way that you live your life. King of Pentacles. What you're not saying to anybody is that you're probably already engaged in something that is making you money. Oh, but it quickly comes to an end here, it looks like. King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is the person who is financially stable. I feel like it's short-lived. I feel like you move forward with the Wheel of Fortune here, the High Priestess energy. You have the knowing that you're supposed to move forward into this, King of Pentacles energy, being financially stable, being grounded, and that's when you can close this chapter. Okay, so I feel like all of this, everything that's here is going on, is going to come to an end. It's going to be a major shift in your life. You're going to go from standing on your point to being in this fixed energy, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus energy. You're going to be going into this fixed energy where you're going to shut the door on this whole legal thing, and then you're going to be able to move forward on what's coming up. Passion, good news, passionate times, possibly with someone who you have an age difference with. Also, it's not really planning, right? Because the page isn't really a planner. The page is sort of spontaneous. Taking it as it comes. Hoping to find your 10 of Cups. And the passion that you want. And I feel like you are going to find it. I feel like it's coming to you quickly. There's someone that you're thinking about that you know, that I feel that you think may be a soulmate, or someone that you may have known for quite a long time. You're wondering if the friendship is over, or if this person sees you as you see them. I feel that you have feelings of this person is my soulmate. It could be someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like this person is a soulmate, or someone that you recognize as being just like you. I think that you think they're a soulmate, but you're not sure if they think the same. Something's gone wrong here. I feel like somebody didn't accept your cup, and that's why you're thinking, I'm wondering if this person is my person at all. But 6 and 1 is 7. 7 of Cups in reverse is I made my decision and I'm holding my ground. So you still feel like this person is your soulmate. And I feel like what you want to do is, you're overly emotional about it. I feel like you want to speak with this person. I feel that with the Page of Swords here, that you want to talk about the connection that you have with them, the High Priestess, right? But I feel like also that you know that this person can get very emotional very quickly, or maybe it's you. You have a very soft heart in some aspects, depending on your moon and rising. But I feel like that this person, the Queen, thinks that this is over. Yeah. But you think there's love. This person loves you, but can't be with you. And I don't know why, but I guess we'll find out, because we will have a reading for you coming up this week. All right, Libra, we'll see what else is going on when we do your reading. Scorpio, we are in Scorpio season. We are. Happy birthday, Scorpio. I hope you are well. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is Scorpio's sneak peek for this week. Sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Scorpio. 8 of Cups. All right. So I feel, Scorpio, that you might be entertaining the thought of an earth sign, or maybe you have earth in your chart, but we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here in a general reading, right, as Capricorn, but in a general reading it can be all three. Could be feminine or masculine energy. I feel like you feel, Scorpio, that this Queen has, that there's a lot of competition for the emotion of the Queen, that she has a lot of options. I say she because it's feminine on the card, but please understand we're talking about feminine and masculine energy. We all, plants, people, and animals have feminine and masculine energy. Just depends where you lean, right? The Three of Cups is, I feel like you want to go forward for a reunion with this person, but you feel like there's a lot of competition for her emotional energy or his emotional energy. I feel that you feel it's still on your side. It's kind of undecided because you think that this person has a lot more options than you. I think you're going to do it though, Scorpio. I think you may. I think you might. Charlie just finished that in my head and said, have this wish you wish tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. I think you're wishing for a reunion with this person here, Scorpio. Page of Pentacles. Something began between the two of you, and it just didn't transpire. Nothing materialized. There was no true investment here. You didn't make an investment in the Queen because you thought that the Queen had so many other options that were better than you that you decided not to invest. King of Cups in the reverse. So you're feeling, the King of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups is telling me that you're quite emotional about the situation as it is right now. Quite emotional, overly emotional at times, possibly having emotional outbursts. I feel like there is, there's this person that you either want to take out or want to go out with, this person you want to have a reunion with. It could be a group of people as well, because I see this Three of Cups as being a group. Could be a soul group, soul tribe. Maybe this person's part of that tribe. But you've been feeling really, really emotional about, how can I say? You feel like you're the only one that has emotions for the situation here. It's not true though. I don't think it is, because we have the King of Cups also with the Queen of Pentacles here. And so I feel like you're overly emotional, or maybe you can't hold on to your emotions, that you have maybe outbursts when you're trying to speak with this Queen. But you got to go back, because the thing that you thought was done is not done. There's more to be done here. There's more work to be done here. It's a really emotional situation. Seven of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. I don't know if I'm emotionally intelligent enough. I don't know if I can hold my emotions in enough to be able to speak to this person and ask them out, take them on a date. You don't know if you want to invest in this relationship, and the universe is giving you a chance to do that if you want to. This thing is not done. It's not dead. It's not done. We're going to resurrect it. It's a reconciliation if you want it. Some of you won't. King of Cups is Scorpio, by the way. I think you make a decision to do it. I think you make a decision to try one more time. To give it one last shot. To ask this person out. I might get turned down, King of Cups, and it's going to hurt. If I get turned down, it's going to hurt. But I really feel like you have your eye on the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person grounds you, Scorpio. That this person is someone who always will bust in with the logic. That maybe you rely on your feelings and vibrations to get through life, and sometimes you can spout off or have emotional outbursts. But I feel like this person, this particular person that you want to take out or have a reunion with, is someone who offers grounding in your life. But you just weren't able to grow anything with them. Because, and honestly, I feel like you just never invested in them because you had a lot of options, or they did. You may have had a lot of options. Yeah, absolutely. High Priestess is Piscean energy. We're going to go. Yeah, I feel like you are going to go. I think it's going to be an abrupt decision, and it's going to be emotional. Hold on to your emotions when you make this decision, because you want to be able to have this reunion. And it could just be that you're very emotional about the Queen, that you have a lot of love, and sometimes you don't know how to wrangle that love. And we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah. The Knight is the messenger. We have to talk about it. We're going to bring this thing together, and we're going to talk about it. And it's going to be done quickly. I don't think you're going to plan it. I think you're going to feel when it's time. We've got Cancer and Piscean energy here. I feel like you're going to feel when it's time. When it's time to go. I feel like you're using your intuition because you don't want to fight. This person's really beautiful and you're really attracted to them, but you're standing your ground on partnership. You may not want a relationship. You may just want to get together with this person at a night level. Talk about it, right? Let's talk about things. Let's talk it out. And I think your intuition is saying that you do need to go and speak with this person. Queen of Swords, the person that you're interested in could be someone who is the Queen of Swords. They could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it could just be you finding your voice and being able to speak up, even though you're really overly emotional about the Queen. Standing your ground on the partnership part. I feel like, you're that you or this other person, you could have fire in the chart, they could, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I feel like you're taking action here, but you're standing your ground on this partnership thing. You just want to heal the connection. You want to heal the connection. And Scorpio, the thing is this, I think you're going in with sort of an egoic attitude a little bit. Please don't take offense to that. What I mean is I feel like when you're feeling out of sorts in the King of Cups, when you can't hold on to your emotions, I feel like you rely on your ego. So this is the I'm just going to do it anyway energy. Yeah, that even though I've been hurt over and over again, this person is kind of like on their high horse. You can see that they're much higher than the people that are around them. But also, I feel like it's about victory, that you must have a little bit of ego to be able to push you forward in this healing so you can find your home. I feel like you're looking for home. And I feel like you feel that this reunion is going to be the end of it. I feel like you're playing for keeps. Something major in your life has just changed. You're feeling super vulnerable and feeling like you don't have a home anymore. Or this person feels like home. You might also have some sort of a psychic connection with this person. We've got the Hierophant. Your person, Tauruses are actually quite, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are actually quite spiritual, vibrational. And I feel like this Pisces could belong to the Queen. Also, I feel like you're using your gut before you speak. So I feel like although you're going to be to the point and honest, you're going to put away matters of the heart and you're going to speak honestly and openly to this person. I feel like your intuition is telling you to be careful, that you must go in healed first if you're even going to get this person to say yes to this date. So I feel like something majorly has ended in your life here, a long-term relationship, and that's why this week you're going to be going to see somebody. But will there be victory? That's the question. Yes, there will. I feel like the Chariot's in the reverse because you're not really sure if there will be victory, but ultimately I think there will be. Yeah, this person's your wish fulfillment, and this whole situation has kind of been hanging by a thread, and so it's time for you to go in and talk to this person to find out how they're feeling about you. All right, Sagittarius, My Saggy peoples. I am your Saggy sister. It is in my rising. I hope you are looking for a free natal chart so you know what your sun, your moon, and your rising sign is. Research those and see how they mesh with your sun sign. All right, Sag, here we go. This is your sneak peek for this week, Sagittarius. Sneak peek for this week, Sagittarius. Seven of Wands. Well, you wouldn't be Sag if you weren't holding your ground. Just saying. You're not the first one to apologize, Saggy. That's all I'm saying. What you holding your ground on? Feeling a little bit defensive. Something may have come to an end. I feel like you have some knowledge that other people don't in this particular situation, and that's why you're standing your ground. Tell me what's going on here. Time to speak up. Are you going to invest in me or not? Ooh. What a great card. I'm just looking at it here. It's really beautiful. I really like this deck. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Are you investing in me or are you not? Because I'm holding my ground here. I'm standing my ground. And this thing could end at any moment because I have some knowledge that you don't. There is an owl up in the left-hand corner. And I'm trying to keep myself balanced in this whole situation. But really what I want to do is I want to just tell you exactly how I feel. I really think that whoever you are, you should really tell whoever exactly how you feel. Absolutely you should. You should always do that, in fact. And not do it in a way that will hurt people's feelings, but in a way that you can be honest and kind at the same time. The Queen of Swords isn't necessarily that. She puts her heart away and she deals in the things that are logic and fact and truth. And this is someone who is learning to speak her wants and needs into the universe. Also calling in. Yeah, you want to talk to me? Come on in. Come on in, talk to me. Yep, but her vulture, look at that. She's got a vulture above her head waiting to pick over the bones. She may slay you. I say she because there's a female on the card, but please understand we're reading energies here, masculine and feminine energies, and we all have them, right? We all have both, all of us, every single one of us. All right. High Priestess has been coming up a lot today. King of Swords, interesting. So we have a couple of people who see themselves in each other. You see yourself in them. You feel like they're a soulmate or that they are just like you. This person is highly intelligent like you. They can meet you cerebrally as well as I feel in fire, like passionately. This is Pisces. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and same with the Queen, right? So we could be dealing in air energy to folks that have air in their charts. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like there are two people here who don't want to fight anymore. They don't want the competition. They don't want the angriness. They don't want to have harsh words anymore. Let's just stop the battle. Let's stop this passionate battle. And I feel like the High Priestess is here because I feel like the King especially is the one who has realized that they don't want to fight anymore, that this competition was probably an illusion. And I feel like there is a connection, a really psychic connection between the two of you with the High Priestess here. One of you or both of you could be highly psychic. Yeah, I don't want to deal in the argument and passionate ways that we speak with each other. Let's just not do that anymore. I feel like you two have been communicating in the 5D, but you haven't met in the 3D. Somebody has been overthinking, and I think it's the King. The King wants to close a cycle here. The King is trying to put down burdens of thought, burdens of things that he has said. And I say he because we now have feminine and masculine here. Things that he said, things that were harsh. I feel like he's been living those things over and over and over again in the head. Yeah. But I feel like we're close to ending the cycle because 8 and 1 is 9. So, and then we have 10. So I feel like this cycle is about to come to an end. So I feel that is why, Sagittarius, somebody wants to speak with you. Because with the Queen and the King holding their swords of truth, that's all about conversation and communication, not necessarily being up in the head. But I think that the King has taken pause or stepped back or has not been taking action because of the 8 of Swords. This person has to choose between two people. It could be you, Sag, that has to choose between two, but it could also be the King. The King could be someone who is, it could be the King or the Queen. Take it as it resonates for whoever's watching. But I feel like somebody has a choice to make and they can't make that choice. 8 of Swords is right next door. But I no longer want to be fighting with myself about making this decision. I just have to make it. 7 of Swords, and I've been lying. I have to be honest. I gotta be honest. I feel like somebody is choosing that one sword that's over the shoulders there. I feel like somebody's choosing to be honest here. I feel like that's the Ace of Swords. Someone's choosing to be honest with both people. One person is not going to make the cut and the other one will. I feel like the person that is going to make the cut could be a Taurus. Absolutely. They could be Pisces. Could be someone who is a spiritual teacher or someone who's taught you a lot about tradition, about traditional relationships. I feel like the universe is saying it's your turn. It's your turn, Sag. We could be talking about a Taurus. We don't have to be, like I said, but I feel like for those of you that are Sag and are tuning in and are wondering about a Taurus, I feel like that Taurus is lying to you. If they're not showing you their emotion and showing you how much they love you, lovers, they're lying to you. They are someone who is used to putting on the poker face. Someone who doesn't necessarily show their emotions. Someone who's very much about staying within the lines and doing things in a certain direction, doing things in a certain way, a traditional or ritual way. So I feel like this person has not yet told you about how they feel. But they're very passionate about you. I feel like they're passionate about you. There's passionate times. I feel that you two share passion for each other. And I feel that you want the investment here. You want to invest in the 3D world, right? You want to invest in things that are going to materialize. But I feel like the Taurus, if we are dealing with Taurus here, I feel like the Taurus wants to just invest in the passion. And that's why this conversation is going to be so hard. Because the King and the Queen are going to be very honest with each other. So I feel like someone is going to be honest with you that maybe either they do want to invest, they do want the relationship, or no, I'm just here for the fun. You are the Queen. You take care of your own damn self. Yeah, I feel like whoever you are, Queen, if you're masculine or feminine, I feel like you have your own pentacles, you take care of your own stuff, you probably are a business owner, you're very charitable with other people around you. And I also feel like you are owed an apology from this person who maybe led you to believe that the relationship was more than just passion, when in truth this person had no intention of moving forward. They had no intention of it growing from here. They had no intention of looking over the situation to find out if they even wanted to invest here. So you two are attracted to each other's minds. You two are both business people. I feel that your person could be a father, and that this person is very emotionally checked out. That they are not the most emotional person that you've ever met. Kind of goes along with the Hierophant, depending on the moon and the rising sun. Six of Cups. Yeah, maybe this isn't my soulmate. Maybe this is the week you have a realization that the person that you thought was all that is not all that. The person that you thought was committed to you or is going to invest in you, the person who is attracted to you and coming in for passion at times, that person is the person that maybe is not ready to invest, that maybe they don't believe you're the soulmate, or maybe you don't believe they're the soulmate. It's a realization, I feel, a realization of I have to pick between two people. And I feel like the person that you don't pick, Sag, I feel like that's the person who's emotionally checked out. That's the one who doesn't see you as the soulmate or is unsure. That's the person who doesn't want this to move forward. So again, if we recap, we've got Queen and King of Swords. We've got Queen and King of Pentacles, right? So we're dealing with two other people, like two people. One could be very honest, straight to the point, almost to the point that they hurt you. And the other one is very grounded, very supportive, very someone who's willing to grow, that's always growing pentacles, someone who's willing to grow. But one of them is very checked out, and that's the one that's not for you. I feel like it's a series of healing. Yeah. That you'll be letting go of one person and going off with the next. That's what it feels like. Capricorn. Happy Tuesday, Capricorn. Happy October. I hope you're well. Let's take a look here, Capricorn. Let's find out what's going on with you this week. This is your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. Sneak peek for this week. Well, there you are, right? Starting out the reading here, Capricorn. Oh no, this person's not my soulmate. This person's not the one. Does this person even want my friendship anymore? For some of you, it's a realization in love that, oh, this person is not my soulmate. For others of you, it's a realization that you've lost a friendship or someone that you haven't connected with in a while. Is that person still in my life? I'm not really sure. There's a change, an upset. Things are, an illusion is falling. It's like the illusion of the Six of Cups. And I'm just going to say, it happens all the time, right? Whether you're masculine or feminine, you can think of people in the past that you maybe were ultimately really, really attracted to. But then once you're not in their love energy anymore, maybe that attraction fades, right? Then you look back and you're like, what was I thinking? It feels like that situation here. I feel as though you realize that you are becoming emotionally disconnected from yourself. And with that realization, you wonder if this person really is your soulmate. You wonder if there's someone else out there for some of you who's it's something that you thought was done. Something you thought was finished and would never be resurrected is about to be resurrected. It feels like there is somebody in the very near future that causes a tower in your life and causes you to question as to whether you're in it with your soulmate or not. We will clarify that tower for sure. Somebody's lying, hiding something. So if it's not an outright lie, it's hiding something. I'm trying to get away with something. Somebody is not speaking out, not speaking their truth. Somebody either is lying to you, or you're lying to yourself, or you're lying to them, or you're just keeping it away from them. I don't think it's an outright lie, but I feel like it's like you're keeping something under wraps here. Is something about to end? I've got an owl there. That's also knowledge, right? But it's also death. It could be something is coming to an end. I feel like you're heading in the way of nourishment, like you're leaving a place or trying to get away with something, but the place that you're going to is more nourishing than the place that you've been. feel like you felt they were a soulmate, and now you've had a realization that they aren't. I can't not see it, y'all. I can't not see it. There's a lot of great sex. I feel there's a lot of great passionate times here, but maybe those times are over. And now it's time for a change. I feel like this was a really connected energy. Someone that you were really very connected to, but someone who is very stubborn and someone who won't move forward, someone who won't change. So I feel that the world, or maybe it's you, it could be you as well. Could be you. Oh, excuse me. Yep. It could be you that's not willing to change, but something is here that is changing your life. There is a major change here now. Yeah, a chapter is closing, something's coming to an end, you're learning lessons, and I feel like there's still this outstanding judgment card here, and I don't think it belongs to this situation. There's going to be communication from someone. Someone is going to communicate with you. Someone that you haven't talked to in so very long. I feel like you two have an emotional connection, but this person's wondering if you're even wanting to be their friend anymore. It feels like it might have ended harshly or with a lot of clarity that made you cut somebody out. But I feel like this person's now coming back with this trumpet, trying to resurrect whatever they think that might be dead here. They're coming in with clarity, communication, questions. This person's coming in with a little bit of ego. This person thinks that they can have victory right off the bat with you. This person's been through a lot since you saw them last, and they're looking for home. I think that you feel like home to them. We have the King and the Queen, right? This person is someone who mirrors your energy, someone who is as invested in you as you are in them. Someone who could be a father, because now we have feminine and masculine energy here. Pick your corner. We have someone here who could be a father who is looking to give that last pentacle to for the long-term relationship. This person has grown. They have a lot more knowledge than they had the last time. And I feel like they've been a lot of places, that they're out front of their... whatever they do for a living, that they're out front of the bunch. I feel like this person has the Midas touch, and that they don't really have to look for opportunity, that opportunity looks for them. However, they're making a concession on that, because I feel like they are coming back for you. But they've been waiting. They've been waiting because they may have been dating, absolutely. But they're not finding anyone because people are not like you. They offered you a cup, I feel like this isn't the first time that they've reached out to you, and I feel like you keep either ignoring their calls, not taking their texts, pushing them off in text, telling them that you don't really want to talk to them. And we have the Magician. This is what you're manifesting. So the thing is, you're manifesting what is on your mind. Thoughts become things, and that's just a fact of it. Thoughts become things. So you can be in this relationship, whatever's going on here, and be in this relationship, and then all of a sudden your manifestation shows up, and you know that that's the thing, the person, place, or thing that's been on your mind, or the situation that's been on your mind the whole time. Communication. I want to look at this Tower here. You figure out the lies. You figure out that there is an illusion here. The universe intervenes. It's an intervention. An intervention on your feelings. It's an intervention trying to remind you who you were, who you are. Tell me about the Tower. Why are we disconnected? Why is the Queen disconnected? What's going on with the Tower? I think it's to reconnect you. We have the Hermit. So you have this realization while you're on a walk by yourself at the cottage. I feel like you go into self-preservation mode, that you disconnect emotionally from someone. And then as you disconnect emotionally and you begin to see clearer, here comes the Tower. Scorpio energy. You have love for someone. It's the realization that I'm in love with someone else, or maybe that I have deeper emotions for someone than I realized before I got into the damn hermit mode. That's what's going to happen, y'all. You spend time by yourself for any length of time, you're going to heal. You're going to have realizations. Yep. This is someone that you haven't been talking to, and you have the realization when they make the communication that this is someone that you really enjoyed speaking with. I feel like you're up in your head and you're not really communicating with people right now, but I also feel that you're feeling these emotions, going through your emotional stuff. Who is my person? It's like this illusion falls here, the Tower, and then you're left with the silence with yourself. Am I disconnected? Right? There's the Eight of Cups. There's the Eight of Cups. I said what I said. Capricorn, you are disconnected from your emotions. Or this person that you're with is disconnected from your emotions. I feel like you're going through the motions. I feel like you're living a lie, or that someone's lying to you, or that you're lying to yourself, and that, you know, the passionate times are really good, and that's why you haven't yet closed this door. Got the Knight of Cups, got the Five of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Somebody is coming in to talk to you because they still have emotions about you, and they have regrets about the way things ended. They have regrets about not having you in their emotional energy anymore. They're bringing in messages of love. This person is attracted to you. This person also has emotions for you. Yeah. So I feel like this person's been watching you, maybe watching you online, watching your internet footsteps, or this could be someone who just wants to communicate with you as well. We have two swords here. This person's been kind of, you know, setting back, waiting for the right time to do that. And I feel like, I'm just going to say that I feel like once this begins to kick off and you realize that you're going to now be able to access your emotions, right? There's two cups at the back of here. Two cups there, right? Once you begin to access those two cups, I feel like this Tower that's dropped here is just giving you a little bit of motivation to kind of look over your manifestations, right? Yeah, not going to have any regrets. Not going to regret it anymore. It's time to wait. I don't want to be bored anymore. It's seeds of intention you dropped with someone else a long time ago. And this person's had emotions that have been growing for you, but you've been calling them in. Yeah. You have been calling them in, and that's why you will hear from them. Probably this week for some of you, because we have communication right here. All right, Aquarius, it's you. Happy October to you. I hope you are well. Oh boy. I don't know why I never think about fixing this tablecloth before I come to sit down. I do it almost every day. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is up for your sneak peek for this week? Sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. Seven of Wands. Defensiveness, standing your ground. Something might be ending and you need to stand your ground in a passionate way. Trying to keep your balance. What's going on? King of Cups in the reverse. That would do it. Overly emotional outbursts, not being able to think things through because you're so emotional, not making decisions with your gut, not listening to your intuition. Somebody here is holding their ground. Why? Holding their ground for communication. I don't care if it's emotional. I don't care if it makes you cry. I don't care if you have emotional outbursts. I don't care if you're not using your intuition. I need to talk to you, and I'm going to stand my ground. And I'm going to stand my ground in the conversation. And if you don't like it, it's too bad, because I require clarity. And that Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth. I need your truth. I need clarity, or I just may cut you out, and I'm just going to stand my ground on that. I don't care how emotional it makes you. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is I don't really care. I don't really care if it hurts your feelings. I'm just going to say what I need to say. Yeah, I need to be honest with me, honest with you. This whole situation is hanging in the balance here, but I don't really care. I need to have my clarity. I need to move forward. I need to know what I'm doing from here. But I just want to have conversation. Can you talk to me? It's been silent between two people who I feel have been on and off again, sort of in a relationship, but it feels like it's sort of gone sideways in that somebody here is standing their ground and is using communication as come here and talk to me, or I'm not doing this with you. I don't care how much you cry. You're going to have to talk to me about the situation. I want to know what's going on. The Queen of Swords is someone who's newly found their voice. So could also be a divorcee. We could be dealing in a situation where a relationship has gone awry. And I feel that we have the Six of Pentacles here because really what you want, Aquarius, I believe is reciprocity. That's what you're looking for. You want to work on the situation. You want to, 6 and 2 is 8. You want to work on the situation, even though it's hanging in the balance, seems a little iffy. Things are kind of burning around you, but I feel like you're holding on to a situation here. I'm looking at these 4 pentacles across the top, and then the 2 pentacles. We have here 2 more pentacles, right? The 2 pentacles, I feel, and the 4 tells me that you're holding on to this thing, but you need communication. You need confirmation of what's going on here before you carry on any further into a long-term relationship. Do you love me or not? I need to know. Are you going to take this cup, or are we going to flip it up and keep pouring, or are we done here? I think your gut tells you that it's done. Your gut tells you that this long-term relationship is over. I feel like your intuition comes in here, and although you want the conversation to confirm what your feelings are, I think you feel that it's over. Yeah, cycle's done. And you're off on your way to find a new person that can stimulate you mentally, because that's who you are. You're highly intelligent. You work on high-level intelligence, high-level conversation. You're looking for someone who's brave. Someone maybe has a tiny bit of ego, and someone who maybe is higher up in life than other people. Someone who wants victory with you. And the Ace of Pentacles tells me you could be looking for someone who's younger, or there could be someone out there who is younger. Absolutely. It could be an age difference here. And I feel like you cut this person out. So I feel like if you're making a decision, whoever I'm talking about here, if that rings a bell for you, I feel like you cut that person out and go to someone else. 6 of Cups, someone who you think is your, someone who you think is a either a best friend, or someone who you feel is your soulmate, or someone you've known for a while, someone from the past. Possibly someone that you might want to try and work this out with. Something that you think is dead and gone can be recovered, is the information I'm getting here. It can be recovered if you've known this person long enough. So we could be talking about a friendship for some of you. For others of you, it could be love. It could be the lovers that we're looking at here. But I feel like we could be talking about a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We could be talking about someone who is an earth sign here. So you want to recover some emotional feelings, or a friendship, or something. You want to know if that is over and done. And I feel like you feel that you have to make a decision here because you want victory. It's like you're making a decision between 2 people. So for those of you who are looking at this, pardon me, as a relationship thing, yeah, I feel as though that you feel that something is dead and gone in a relationship, and it's not. This person actually still has a connection to you. 6 of Cups. They still feel connected to you. Somebody from long ago, someone who you planted the seeds of intention with, and somebody who, somebody who has been growing, or maybe you have. Since you've seen them. Knight of Wands, somebody's coming in for passion. It's going to cause a Tower. Somebody's coming in to tell you that they're very attracted to you, that they have a lot of passion for you. And we've got Seven of Cups. The reason this person is dashing in on you is because they think you have a lot of other options and they want to kind of bust into that, cause uncomfortability. Yeah. The Tower here is someone who's like, I'm going anyway. I don't care. I don't care what this person's doing. I don't care if they're growing something. I don't care if this person is feeling some type of way about me emotionally. I'm going in. Yep. So somebody's coming in this week. All right, here we go, Pisces. Pull up these gloves. Serious business here. Serious business. All right, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for Pisces? This is the sneak peek for this week. For Pisces. Pisces, your readings have been a little intense. They have been. And I think somebody's coming for some of you. That's what we've been talking about. So let's find out what is going on this week. In this week's sneak peek for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces. Pisces. All right. Ace of Wands. We've got passion on the table right away. The beginning of something new that's passionate. You've had an attachment to this person. You can't let them go and they can't let you go. Almost to the point where it's toxic. Yeah. I feel like there's silence between you. That, somebody offered a cup and somebody did not take it. Just going to get something to drink here, Pisces. Hang on. So, I feel like somebody offered a cup and I feel like you were the person that offered the cup and the other person didn't take it. The thing is that there is a new passionate beginning coming for you here. Somebody here is very attracted to you and intends on moving forward. They see you as royalty. They see you as like this amazing person that no one can keep up to. They see your worth. It's not just passion here. I feel like there's buds growing around here because I feel like it's already growing. Like even before they get to you or you get to them, it's already growing. It's been growing for a while. But I think the devil does indicate attachment here, that there's an attachment between you and the other person. Yeah. And it's an attachment you can't lose. You can't get them out of your energy. It's like they are attached to you energetically. And we have the Seven of Swords. The person who's attached to you energetically has not been very truthful with you. They've not been very forthcoming. There might be some secrets or things that are lying underneath. There might be feelings. Like they didn't take your cup, but they still have feelings, I think. But I don't think that they said anything. And I think it's been terrible for them. I think they still want to talk because this Seven of Swords depiction, someone with the sword, right? You can see that it's above the heart and just below the head. So I feel like somebody is not sure whether they're going to speak logically or if they're going to tell the truth. But they're definitely not speaking from the heart. That High Priestess, I think she's come out in every hand today. King of Wands, interesting. So for some of you, you could be waiting on someone who is a Pisces or someone who is Aries, Sagittarius or Leo. Oh yes, Charlie's right. It could be an Aries-Pisces cusp. We have Capricorn energy here, which is very grounded. It's like you know that the attachment is there. And it's a psychic attachment too. It's an energetic attachment. Look, we've got the High Priestess here. It's an energetic attachment to the King of Wands. And this King of Wands is the one who has not been completely forthright with you. They have not been honest with you. And I don't believe it's because anything that they lied about. I do believe that it is about something that something that they haven't been saying. They've been struggling with themselves. This King of Wands has been struggling with himself as to whether he should move forward for victory or not. 5 and 1 is 6, right? Whether I should move forward or not, excuse me. Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to argue with myself. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to have any more indecision. I need to move forward. I need to use my intuition to carry me forward. It's time for me to tell the truth. This 8 of Cups. So it was somebody who walked away from you, Pisces. Somebody who walked away from you. And ever since then, you've been in sort of, you've been stuck. Yeah. It feels like you've been stuck. Stuck. Yeah. So the 8 of Cups, this person who I think we're talking about is the king. This person disconnected from you. You are still struggling, I feel. You're still struggling a little bit with missing this person, wondering if there's competition, that you don't want to be in indecision about this person anymore. But I feel as though they are still feeling emotionally detached from you. You were ready to invest with them. You were ready to invest. No matter what was coming up, you were ready to invest with them. Could be a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. You could have Taurus in your chart. But even though you knew that this person is very, or you know that this person's very structured, very traditional, very moral, very someone who follows the rules, even though you knew that this person was very structured in the way that they may even consider investing, I think that you still want to give them a chance. You don't want to be in indecision anymore. I think the last time you two spoke that there were harsh words. Intense situation. Maybe you two, your backgrounds aren't the same. Maybe this person is religious and maybe you're not. Or the religions could be different. Maybe you think there would be arguments around religion or around a thought pattern or how I'm teaching people things. I feel like you've been ready to invest in the Hierophant for a long time. We've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess here, by the way. So we have very connected psychic energies here. Two people who are bossed up in their spiritual energy, two teachers. These people are both teachers, right? The High Priestess is like the psychic, the tarot reader, the one who is teaching people about their spirituality or helping them along or trying to look into the near future for them or give them advice from the universe for the current situation. And the Hierophant is someone who is also bossed up in their spiritual energy, but follow a set of rules, religion, don't color outside the lines. You must go this way. You have to do everything in ritualistic ways. Here comes the Emperor, and he wants a long-term relationship, Pisces. I feel like it's going to start slow, that this person wants... First, they're going to come in because they think that this whole situation's been hanging in the balance. The Emperor is coming in a very strong but delicate way. I don't know how there's any other way I can explain that. The Emperor is very strong, knows what he wants, one and done. I don't have time to play all the games, the texting, the wow about my feelings. That's not who the Emperor is. He's very busy. And I feel like the Emperor realizes, even though he's in that more masculine energy, that he has enough feminine energy that he knows that this whole thing is hanging in the balance and could go either way. I feel like this is going to start slow as a partnership. But I also feel that you two have not spoken in quite some time. That's why this must begin really slowly. We have to look at the 3 Pentacles first. We have to look to see if we're compatible. Are we on the same team? Are we in a partnership here? And then we've got 5 Pentacles here that shows us that things have been in disconnect. So I feel like you haven't had really any conversation or any sorts of communication with the Emperor, but I feel that there is a psychic connection here of 2 highly spiritual people, spiritual teachers nonetheless, who maybe have not been completely honest with each other, or one has not been honest with the other one. And it causes us to look at things in a grounded way, not an emotional way because we're detached from emotion, but I feel like in a swords way or a pentacles way. Strength. It's time to take courage, because this emperor is going to come in and understand that the emperor is all the kings, also the king of swords. He's going to come in with a lot of words, sort of head over heart kind of fashion, very logic. He's also the king of cups, who's very stoic on the surface. Scorpio energy, right? But understand that under all of that, he's also the king of pentacles and the king of cups, right? Or sorry, the king of pentacles and the king of wands, right? Very passionate, very grounded. So I feel like that you need to be courageous, because there is a communication coming in. There's a freaking conversation coming up for sure. And I feel like you already know that, or we wouldn't see the high priestess. And you know that because you're connected to this person who doesn't necessarily have to be a Taurus, but who's very highly spiritual in their own right. But someone who practices a different religion or a different way of associating with spiritualism than you do. Four of Wands in the reverse. This person could be divorced or out of a committed relationship. So could you. But I feel like that once they are out of that committed relationship, that's when the communication comes in. We've got the Eight of Wands. And this person, I feel, has been overthinking it for a while. What they want to do is put down the swords. 9 and 1 is 10. They want to end this cycle of silence and arguing and too much thinking and not being able to sleep and being up in my head, being a prisoner of the mind. And then we have the Page of Cups. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. And it's a little apology, like it's small from the emperor. The emperor is, not going to get on their knees and beg for forgiveness, but the emperor is going to be very noble in how they say this. This messenger is coming, right? And telling you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I broke your heart. Are you healed? So this person's coming in to see how you are. Yeah, they want a reunion. Because it was unrequited love. Yeah. You offered a cup, or they did, and nobody took the damn cup. It's still sitting there. All right. Thank you so much for watching to here. Thank you, Pisces. And I will go for now. If you are cross-watching for a Pisces, thanks for watching to here. I'm going to go for now. Thank y'all. And I'll be back later on with some readings. Love you guys. Bye-bye.